All right, another little trick in terms of how you edit a comp when you're going to do a lot of editing work where you're going to take sort of control over the finished product and try to really line things up the way you want to line them up, is to have two compositions open at once. So you can see the main composition, and then while you work on something else, you can see the results showing up in the main composition. So I'm going to go back to the main composition here, and I'm going to click this little lock up in the upper left-hand corner. See the toggle viewer lock there? Click on that. I've now locked that composition. And now I want to open up the year scene one, so I go back to this one, and it's not letting me open it because that was locked. So if I go back over here and double-click on year scene one like that, it'll open it up in a separate panel now, a separate comp panel. So there's the comp 0, and there's this one that we just added. The comp 0 with main is called this locked. You can see the lock there, and this one's not. It's a typical comp panel. But to see them side by side, you take this first one and you hover, you start grabbing this little tab here, and you see a little trapezoid or a square, or a rectangle that is, as you move it around like that. And if you put it over here where the trapezoid is, that means you're going to make a whole new frame with that panel in the frame. So now you have two frames side by side with this panel and this one, and whatever panel you want over in this one. And so as you move through here, if I go forward a little bit, the one on the right will refresh faster than the one on the left. But you can see that as I go along on the right, on this one here, then the work shows up over there. So it's a good way to check your work as you do it to make sure things are where you want them to be. All right, so take a look at your scene here. There are three compositions here. There's one called dragging your logo, although it's misspelled. Don't worry about that. It's dragging your logo. Then text, and then the drag man. So if I turn them all off so you can't see them, turn on the first one. You see the dragging your logo is this hand coming up there like that. And it positions your logo there. Right. And then dragging the man is this guy right here. So you got those two things coming in. And then finally the text just appears on its own there in a little animation. All right. So you might want to position this guy in a different place. You might want to change the position of the logo, and you might want to change how the text is laid out. Those are all things that you have the option of doing in terms of setting up one of these layers. If you were somebody just buying this template, this level of detail would be something you probably wouldn't tackle. But since you guys are Academy members, the goal of being an Academy member is to learn more about After Effects. And so my guess is you would then take these extra steps to customize this thing the way you want to customize it. So let's talk about this dragging your logo. Let's add a logo first to the whole thing down here. So if you look at the You Change folder, down inside the You Change folder, there's a thing called Your Logo. Double click on that. And this is where you add a logo. So I'm going to import some stuff here. To import some stuff, I'm just going to double click in this empty space there. And I'm going to go to my desktop. I'm going to go to the template project shortcut. I got some assets inside there. I've got these 3 videos and 2 logos. So just click on one and shift click on the last one. Oops, it's not doing very fast here. Come on. My system suddenly is slowing down. Why is that? There we go. I clicked on the first one, shift click on the last one to select all of them, and click import. And there they go. It's kind of lugging along there. Okay. The first one is a rectangular logo. The next one's a round one. We'll try the round one first. So if I drag my logo over here, I can sort of align it like that. Let go. And you see it shows up immediately over here in this view of the comp panel, which is a good thing. It's good to know where it's going to end up. And I'm going to turn off visibility of this text underneath there by clicking on the eyeball. So there's our logo. And if I want to change the size of it, I can click on this, make it active, click on S for scale if I want to, and change the size of it. At some point, let's see how it fits in the scene there. Okay, so you can see the results of your work here, like so. And but the trouble is if I pull it down here, it'll clip it down the bottom there like that. We don't want to do that. Okay, but that's okay. That's just our logo. We've added that. I can close this comp down and go back to the Your Scene. You can see now where it's positioned in your scene. Here I can position it as well. I can take it here and pull it down, and that's something I can do without worrying about it being clipped at the bottom. I have snapping turned on here. I'll turn off snapping so it doesn't snap around like that. There we go. So I can move it around here. And I can also change the size of it over here as well. I can change the scale if I want. I think that's okay. but I could. And by moving it around, that also moves around the hand that pops up with it as well. So the hand stays aligned in the proper position. That's good to know.
Thank you for watching this video. My name is Jeff Sangstack, an Adobe certified expert and the lead instructor here at Bluefx.net. If you want to watch this entire video lesson as well as other live classes and After Effects crash courses, then I invite you to check out the Bluefx After Effects Academy. Just click the link below this video to find out what we've prepared for you in the After Effects Academy.